Welcome to today's My Hero Academia stream. First, I want to apologize that I'm not in my, you can see a little ear here. I'm not in my streaming setup in my workroom. I am out in my living room because the cat was having some separation anxiety today. We have a little bit of a storm going here in the Pacific Northwest. And I think he just really needed some extra reassurance. It's some of our first inclement weather since we've had Ollie, and he's a rescue cat. So I'm streaming out here just to make sure he can sit with me and spend some time with me. You can see I've got him right here. So I'm just streaming from my backup laptop in the living room. So I apologize if the quality is a little rougher than usual. Hi, Stella. But that's what's happening. We're just making sure that Ollie gets the love and attention that he needs since I was in my workroom without him all morning. Sorry, baby. So if you see cat happening down here, it's fine. Everything's fine. This is normal and nothing is wrong. Luckily, I have access to my manga here. So we can go ahead and do that. Leela, it's okay. I love a lurking tipsy Leela. I'm just like really happy for you and really jealous since that's not something I can do right now. I just have to watch all my friends be tipsy and have fun. So, maybe one day we'll do a stream where you all just stare at Oliver instead of me. But today we're going to go ahead and do the manga react. We're just going to do it with some Ollie keeping me company, which I am very, very grateful for. Oh, it's been so long. I've been logged out of my Shonen Jump account, so we'll just log in. So if you don't remember, I left off on chapter 318. Deku just saw Bakugo, like in his eyes. So that was super exciting. Let me remember, did I use my work email or my personal email for this? I think I used my work email. So I have a lot to catch up on, which I'm assuming is a lot of Deku talking to... Did that work? Yeah, okay. I'm logged in now. All right, so we're going to 319. So I'm assuming that this is going to be a lot of Deku talking to... You good, baby? Okay. Talking to Class 1A. And now I want to see if we're going to get flashbacks finally. Because remember, one of the big things that I was missing that I was a little disappointed about was we had not only Deku running away, but the giant reveal for Class 1A that Deku was All Might's successor and literally had his quirk. And no one really addressed it or talked about it. So I wanted to take a chance to go in and, or I wanted to be able to see them, talk about it and go over all of that. And that was something that I was missing. So yeah, 318 was the chapter where he was trying to save the people, but they were attacking him. And then we see him seeing Bakugo at the very end. Okay, so he's licking my pajama pants. He's trying to groom and tell me he loves me, but my hand is not currently available. So he just kind of licks my pajama pants when that happens. So here we go, 319. Ooh, we have color. Oh, and it is a flashback. It's a flashback. Yes. Okay, I'm ready for this. So now we have a flashback back to 1A. And we're seeing the Class 1A back when Deku first left. A few days after Izuku Midoriya left UA, we see Ida with the red eyes, because he has red eyes in the manga, then a Chaco. Do you really think so? Todoroki says it's just our best guess, but Bakugo. Odds are he's with Endeavor and the others, that damn nerd. Oh, Bakugo tore up the letter. My secret in class 1A, hope, smile, together. Kachan, thank you, everything. Oh, he tore up the letter. We don't get to see the letter, but we saw bits and pieces of it. Oh my God. Okay, so now it's Bakugo tearing up the letter in front of class 1A. Ida says, your best guess? You haven't confirmed that with anyone, such as the mentors who oversaw you three? And Tokiyami said, we've tried unceasingly. But my own master will not answer the phone, which is Hawks. Same with Denim Head, Bakugo says. And then my father, too, from Todoroki. I'm sure they're busy, but something feels off. We can only assume they're keeping secrets from us. Yeah. Jiro says, not to mention, All Might is still MIA. Jiro says, yeah, or so it seems, yeah. Classes are suspended, and we're being kept as first years for now. They've got those of us in the hero course either cooped up in the dorms or helping out with local security. Given the state of things, it's tough to find out what's going on out there. Denim Head and the Spoonbill met Deku back at the hospital. All Might was there too. And then we got this letter. If he's too scared to come near UA, then who snuck in and slipped the letters under our doors in the dead of night? It had to be All Might. I've got no doubt they're partners in crime. And Aoyama says, then is he with an adult? That should give us reassurance. We? And Denki says, the only news we're hearing is about the whole top 3 team up, right? Not a word about All Might. And Bakugo says, yeah. Oh my gosh. Compared to Endeavor and the others, I know Deku and All Might better than anyone. This is the worst scenario I can think of. Do you know why? I'm going to guess it right now. It's because Bakugo knows that they're self-destructive. It's because Bakugo knows they're self-destructive, self-sacrificing, martyr syndrome crazies. Kirishima says, damn it, how are we going to get in touch with them? Achako says, Endeavor's a UA alum, right? She goes, then let's force the issue. Oh, Achako's pissed. I just so hope that Achako spent this time away from Deku, like becoming just the badass she deserves to be. I hope she moved on from her crush on him and realized that she's too good for him and he's an idiot. She just has so much potential that keeps getting shortchanged because a character can have a crush and still be a good character, but Horikoshi uses her crush to shortchange her. And I know I'm ranting about Achako's crush again. Okay. Principal Nezu a few days later. Endeavor principal. Oh my gosh, this was a trap. Class 1A just like came in on Endeavor, all of them. Principal Nezu says, I heard the children out and determined that this meeting was warranted. I'm always open to change based on the facts. Todoroki says, why have you been ignoring me? I thought we were going to stop Toya together. He says, Shoto, your willingness alone means the world to me. Shoto says, well, it doesn't mean much to me without action. Why is Midoriya the only one with a free pass? Endeavor, you're letting Deku and All Might operate together, aren't you? Endeavor's silent. Bakugo goes, thought so. Oh, Bakugo put his hand on Todoroki's shoulder. Ah! I know. She's like, I don't know, man. I'm excited to see what happens to Achako in these chapters. Bakugo says, in any other situation, it was the right move. But you don't know the first thing about Deku. He's screwed up in the head. The guy never takes himself into account. He just says crap like, I'm fine. All Might became the symbol of peace with the same mindset, so he won't be the one to stop Deku. I called it, and Bakugo's not wrong is the thing. Bakugo is not wrong. Listen, Endeavor, you can't leave those two alone with each other, not them. Oh, man. Yeah, I wonder what happened to make Deku be like that. Seems like Midoriya finally cut himself off from All Might, too. If only we could have the same speed to be by his side. And Endeavor goes, but... And then Sero goes, yo, do you have GPS tracking? And they all run for the phone. Yeah, cough, cough. They all sprint for the phone. Endeavor just lets them have it. Sero, mind if we borrow this, sir? Because, well, it's only by chance I wound up in the same class as the guy, but still. Oh, I feel the same way. We've only spent a year together, but that's plenty. Oh, and even Minetta's diving for it. Class 1A loves Deku. That's just canon, and it makes me so happy. He never opened up to us about One for All, and he expected that letter to put us at ease. Todoroki, that came as a shock to us. Then Ida's pissed. In every single one of these panels, art-wise, Ida has been mad. We of Class A intend to find him, follow him, and work alongside him. No matter how great a burden One for All may be, Midoriya is our friend, and we can't very well be expected to go smiling into the future knowing that our friend is walking this thorny path alone. This is what I wanted, you guys. This is what I was after. It's too dangerous out there. Law and order is a thing of the past. Even you kids would be, you've certainly matured, Todoroki, that's Endeavor, and then Nezu cutting in. Given that the villains now pursue him and that he wished to leave UA, I authorized a team up. However, he's free to return to us at any time. Jiro and Chaco are like, huh? From the moment a student is accepted into this school, they fall under our protection. Oh, it's a flashback to a Chaco getting her acceptance. Endeavor says, what about the safety of the evacuees? Among them, there's still a proper evacuation shelter must be more than simply a plot of land. I shall have to reassure them somehow. Nezu says, our security system was fortified for the school festival, though it has yet to see any use. I'm talking about the UA barrier. It will prove its worth. In any case, All Might also attended this school, so go on, do what you must to bring them back to us. Nezu, I did not see that coming. Well, I mean, it had to be like some kind of there had to be some adult approval on their end somewhere. But Nezu sent them to go get him. And it's not just Bakugo, they're all there. Oh my gosh, they look dramatic coming out of the mist. Good for them. Good for them. Momo says, prison escape secured. Splendid, Bakugo. That's great explosion murder god dynamite to you. She goes, pardon me. Dude, it's too long. It's too long. We love you, but it's too long. Our bodies are free. Eek, heroes. Oh, Deku. The fact that they're all clean and in their hero suits. And when people see them, and here's the thing that I love about this moment is the reaction of the citizens seeing the Class 1A heroes and being like, heroes, we love you. We thank you. As opposed to the reaction Deku keeps getting, which is you look terrifying. What the hell? Oh, so Deku's sitting there. He says, everyone but why? And he's dirty and filthy and the worst. Achako says, hi, Ollie. Achako says, we're worried about you. She looks so pissed. I love this. I love this look on her. Good for her. Deku says, but I'm fine. Oh, no, you're not. So don't worry and get away from me. Hold on. I have to take screenshots of Bakugo saying, he's just going to say, I'm fine. And then Deku immediately, first thing, being like, hey, guess what? I'm fine. That is classic. So Deku's just not even looking them in the eye, distinctly looking away. He says, but I'm fine. He goes, so don't worry and get away from me. Bakugo says, wow, real inspiring. All hail the mighty inheritor of One for All. I think Bakugo's lost it too. But tell us this, are you smiling now? And it's just the art of Deku's face. Oh my God, of his mask, just brutal. IIT cosplay, thank you so much. Ollie is very, very cute. He's a little annoyed with my talking, so he's not on my lap, but he's still next to me, doing a snuggle. I just know he's happier with me out here with him. Those smiles, everyone's peace of mind. Those are the reasons I need to keep going. So, oh my God, he looks so beat up compared to them. Get out of my way. Oh my God. This is the bad guy. This is the villain. That's Deku. Oh God, I love this so much. Bakugo's screaming, do your worst, you all might wannabe. Ida says, we knew Midori would be the same as ever. Stand strong, everyone. And Achako says, yeah. Literally, the three people who love Deku more than anyone else are we love you so much. We are about to beat the shit out of you. We love you so much that we are going to end you because we love you. Which is what Deku needs. He's an idiot. He's already been gone for a year. Oh, so now it's Ida. Once he's set his mind on something, he refuses to stop. I know that well. Bakugo in the rain is screaming, we heard how you unlocked the 4th and 6th. Looks like you're even drawn differently than the rest of us these days. You damn nerd. Yeah, yeah, honestly, who's the villain now? You all came for me. Thanks, but. And then he smoke screens. Bakugo yells, don't let him get away. A smoke screen. Chaco, that's the sixth power. They are really about to like take this guy in by force. Bakugo, landmine blast. He's got new powers. Don't want to chat, huh? You just want to sneak off then? So now that you're one of the all powerful big shots, are we just a bunch of NPCs to you? Okay, but like Bakugo's like being sarcastic and grinning, but I feel like he's legitimately so hurt that Deku just brushed him off and left him behind. Like, I think he means it. He's like, no, but seriously, like, do we mean nothing to you? What the hell? Ugh, all the animals. They said you could come back to school. You hear that, Midoriya? Coda never yells. Oh, they just love him so much. The principal is ready to welcome you back. Got that? So stop running away. It's not about, it's him. It's not that he thinks he can't go back. Oh my God, Deku. He says, sorry. Sero coming through. The black whip of yours is kind of freaky. No wonder people are scared. It's true. There you go. Think of it as a part of your body stretching out. Wow, I can really morph it. Oh my God, the little flashback to like Sero helping Deku train. Oh, my heart. Heartbeat wall. Oh my God, Jiro. Hey, Midoriya. I don't know if it'll matter, but for what it's worth, remember when you helped me organize my notes and gave me tips for the school festival? You really helped me back then. Oh, Rodney, hello. It's like, and I love that we're not just seeing like Ida, Achako, and Bakugo. It's like the rest of Class 1A love him so much. That entire class loved Deku so much, and he just never had the self-worth to see it. And I was so sure people would just call this a useless hobby, so it feels like I've got something to prove. It might not seem like much, but I appreciated that so much. Tornado Tail. Remember that stuff with Shinso back at the sports festival? I'll never forget how mad you got on my behalf. So how can I sit back when you're the only one fighting and running yourself ragged out here? My presence is a danger to all of you. I can't let All for One take you all from me. And it's Deku with his flashbacks to Aizawa getting hurt, to Bakugo getting hurt, and Gran Torino getting hurt. Boom. And then Tokiyami just tackling him. Deku like, Deku's like villain origin story coming through, and Tokiyami just like, I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna frickin' smack you. Ugh. He's gotten way too strong. Serious strength of will, too. Midoriya, open your ears. You might have some special power, but we understand how you feel. We all feel the same way. Plus, there's what Koda said about the school. You gotta hear us out. If not, I'm never lending you food dye for Aries candy apples ever again. Deku made candy apples with Aerie? I mean, we haven't really talked about the fact that he did leave Aerie behind, like in good hands, but she loves him. He says, that's just fine. Aerie doesn't need me. It doesn't have to be me. He just has such a small self-worth. Oh, Momo coming through. You should know that we intend to join you in your efforts. We've been authorized to use our quirks to aid Endeavor and the other heroes for this mission to ensure your safety. A machine to put me to sleep? That's smart as heck. Momo's coming through. He busts out. Enough. Stop wasting effort on me. Just get away from me. Denki, not a chance, pal. Midoriya, we get that One for All is really important, but you got something even more important in your life. Me and you, we ain't got a ton in common, but you're still a friend, even if we gotta force this friendship down your throat. I love that it's Denki saying that, because that's basically how he befriended Bakugo, too. So he's just like, this is fine. This is so fine. Hi, baby. You want to come back? Okay. Sorry. We have to take an Ollie pause. Let him get settled. Bless you. Okay. You want to snuggle? You want to do a snudge? Okay. There you go, sweetie. All right. You've got the cat. Yep. Take your time. Here we go. This is insulting. Oh, insulating. This is insulating tape Yayorozu made for my tentacles. A lineup like this might even give All Might a scare. That's what you said during the attack on our training camp. Dark Shadow, I indulge in the darkness. Ragnarok, womb. Repurposing Dark Shadow's clone offense in service of defense was a concept birthed by you, Midoriya. Yeah, it was. Because Deku studied them and knows them and loves them. Do you see us as more victims who need protection and coddling? And don't you miss bathing? You need a bath real bad, Midoriya. Yeah, he does. Please just stop. Rah! Oh my god, him getting flown over the All Might statue. That's iconic. He pried apart the bindings of Ragnarok. Stop already. Deku's crying, so I'm gonna cry. But like, look how powerful he is that all of Class 1A with all this experience can't hold him back. God, I get it. I know you're all just worried about me. You're worried deep down in your hearts. I know that for a fact because there's no real danger or malice here. Danger sense would have alerted me otherwise, but you guys aren't setting it off at all. So please get away from me. I'm begging you. I mean it. I'm fine. Do you think he's fine, Ollie? Heaven-piercing ice wall. Oh, it's Todoroki. What a look you have on your face. Is this responsibility so much for you that you can't even let yourself cry? Seems like a burden you should share with the rest of us, because Todoroki was the one who told him that heroes cry. Remember? I remember. Gah. And Froppy, not so fast. I'm not weeping and moping around anymore because you matter to me. You're my friend, and when we're scared, we tremble together. When times are tough, we cry together. So if you're dead set on being some comic book superhero, then Class A won't let you live that fantasy alone. Okay, that was the end of chapter 320. I'm like literally crying. Like, I just want Deku to know that he matters. And I love that the story acknowledges like all these things that like me and other fans have been picking up about Deku over the years of following his story is like, this kid has imposter syndrome. This kid has low self-worth. Like, this kid has serious issues, actually. And Horikoshi hinted at it, and he not told us. He did a beautiful way of showing us, like, his martyrdom and all these other things and every little scene and everything he's ever done. And so for the story to finally come full circle and, like, the other characters to acknowledge it out loud, and for once, again, to have a hero story where the hero, like, has this huge martyr complex and just wants to help everyone and wants to... Yes, sir, Ollie's licking. It's just... And to show the negatives of that instead of just, like, celebrating it over and over and over, to show that, like, he's falling apart, is pretty incredible. Okay, let me catch up on some messages here because I'm like crying. I know 2021 so far has been an incredible year for some of Asian creators in Hollywood, and I'm really hoping we see more, of course, moving forward. God, it's so sad, but it's so good. All right, chapter 321. All Might in his little Batmobile. Oh, Endeavor and Kirishima are with, or Kirishima and Ayama are with Endeavor. I was wondering where they were. I was like, how the heck is Kirishima there and not like... He's just doing a lick. He's just licking away. Okay, well, Kirishima says Endeavor. This dude was no match for the combo attack from Bakugo, Todoroki, and oh no, they are there, but they're focusing on the villain. Attack from Bakugo, Todoroki, and Yayorozu. All I did was chip him out of the ice. That's Dictator. There's no guarantee he's operating alone, though. We'd better make sure those hero-hating civilians who ran off are safe. You three should join Hawks and the others. Keep the area secure. So literally, it was like All Might and Deku were supposed to be working with the top three heroes, and then they split off because they're both martyrs, and then Deku split off from All Might because they're martyrs. So now you just got like everyone coming after them like, shit, who could have seen this coming? And Bakugo's just like, yeah, who could have seen this coming? Ugh, God. Right, let's keep powering through. Endeavor, shouldn't we get Genus to just nab him and get this over with? There ain't much I can do now that he's zipping around like that. But even so, damn it, there's just here's got someone in Kirishima. Loads more I want to say to the guy. Me too. We. No, Hawks, for now, don't let anyone interfere. Todoroki's yelling Midoriya. Do you ever think that maybe All for One wants you in this state? He might seize this chance to attack UA. Running around to keep off the radar has left you looking like, well, that. So at least consider this backup plan. UA matters to you, right? You want to protect it. Sticking with us is a valid option. Let us join you in your fight. Oh, what's that? Oh, is he hearing a voice saying your turn? Deku goes, no. Yes, sir. What can I do for you? Oh, he's chewing my hair. God. He keeps hearing the voice, your turn. It's Shigaraki and Nana and All Might. This fight is between one for all and all for one. You all can't keep up. Oh my God, he looks like Shigaraki. Oh, just straight up saying it to their faces, like, y'all can't keep up. He's like, oh, that made Todoroki mad. That made Bakugo mad. This is the most expression I think Todoroki's shown, like, ever, other than, like, the Toya moment. Ide says, now, Uraraka. I don't even pronounce these anymore. Froppy goes, Midoriya. She comes through. Oh, I cannot wait to see all this animated. Mineta beads tenfold. I never thought it was your power that made you awesome. Deku, the eye when he looks back at him. I fell for you when you were scared and sweating buckets and quaking in your boots. Did Mineta just confess to Deku? Did we just get a Mineta confession? When I said that, you know what? We're just gonna go past that. Back when we found a path forward together, the way you were back then. Oh, sorry, Mineta, that old me is gone. Black Whip stretchiness plus 1 for all, 45%, plus Fajin. And then a Chaco, you're not going anywhere. Deku! Oh, is she coming through? I'm sure Bakugo will consider it disgraceful to get rescued. Things are different now, including me. Oh, you better be, girl. Let's see you grow. Now, guys! Acid Man, protective coating style, at 0.1% acidity. Go, Todoroki! Look at them working together. Flash freeze, heat wave. There's so much we want to tell you, but since words alone won't reach you. Touch. You say we can't keep up, huh? The thing is, Deku, we don't want to be protected by you. Blasting speed turbo, or reject who you are and what you're doing. We just want to be with you. Deku, I've got a lot I want to say. No, this is Bakugo. A ton I gotta say. But for now, I'm passing the mic to a guy built for speed. Go get him, Prez. You've always managed to outpace me. Oh my God, this is literally just like when Bakugo and the team went to go rescue, when Deku and the team went to go rescue Bakugo. Deku had to pass it off at the end to Kirishima. And now Bakugo's passing it off to Ida. That's precisely why I am always ready. If there's anything that could boost Izuku Midoriya right now, it would be those who share his resolve, those who can match his pace. Ida grabs his hand and keeps running alongside him. We were waiting for the Bakugo handhold this whole time, but it was Ida. But I love that because it's a reflection of when Deku had to go rescue Bakugo. And when Deku did it, he had to admit that he wasn't the person Bakugo wanted. And now when Bakugo's doing it, he's admitting that he's not the strongest one to do it. And that's like a really big deal for both of them. Whew. I would also like to know how Inko feels about all this, but finally getting class 1A is like, see, I trusted Horikoshi. I knew I wanted it earlier, but like, he knew what he was doing. He knew what we wanted, right, Oliver? Right. Deku says, but no, you can't. Just let go. Anita says, I will not. And Genium the hero will dash across the land to take a lost child by the hand. Because giving help that's not asked for is what makes a true hero. This chapter is called From Class A to One for All. And Deku looks so scared and so sad. Okay, that was the end of chapter 321, and now we're in 322? No, yeah, now we're in 322. Oh my god. So this is 322 called Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite. Oh, it's about to be a Bako chapter. I have to free myself from his grasp, but I don't have the strength left to do so. Oh, Deku. Release! The chakra releases them. How can I stick this landing? Kirishima! Kirishima's gonna catch them. Boom. Moo, are you okay? Hagakure, what did you do? Invisible girl, what did you do this whole time? You didn't even say anything. What did you... Whatever. This is fine. It's fine. I won't break. Midoriya. Oh my god, Kirishima caught them. A while back, this one story threw me for a loop. Some kid my age dashed into danger to save a pal. That had to be you, right? He heard about him with the sludge villain. That didn't have squat to do with special powers or anything. What you did back then is the same sort of action we're taking for you now. And he's just holding Deku, Kirishima. Stellar positioning on your part, Kirishima. Just happened to be there while following Endeavor's orders, my dude. Oh, the rest of Class 1A is coming. Mina says, Midoriya. Listen. Mina says, Midoriya, I can't stand the thought of losing anyone else, okay? Because they were there when Midnight died. Ooh, Wally, we're feeling big feelings. Thanks for being here, baby. I needed the cat here. So, won't you stick with us? We've got classes to attend and stuff. Whoa there, Midoriya's getting up. God, his face looks terrifying. He says, I'd like that, but I'm too scared for all the people at UA. I don't want to make trouble for anyone else. Things just can't go back to how they used to be. Not anymore. Oh, and Bakugo comes up. He says, hey, remember what I said when Shigaraki made Swiss cheese out of me? Deku just goes, no, I don't. The cat is just doing a snuggle right now, and it's really cute. Bakugo says, it was, stop trying to win this on your own, but I had more to say. I needed to tell you that I got stabbed because my body moved on its own. You know, I always looked down on you because you were quirkless. You were supposed to be beneath me, but I kept feeling like you were above me. I hated it. I couldn't bear to look at you. I couldn't accept the way you were. And the art of them as kids now, he's saying it, but they both look like they're children again. So I kept you at arm's length and was mean to you, and now it looks like they're in middle school. I tried to act all superior by rejecting you, but I kept losing that fight since we got into UA. Nothing's worked out how I thought it. Sorry, I have to read this again. I got really emotional about the art, and then I stopped paying attention to the words. And, I always looked down on you because you were quirkless. You were supposed to be beneath me, but I kept feeling like you were above me. I hated it. I couldn't bear to look at you. I couldn't accept the way you were. So I kept you at arm's length and was mean to you. I tried to act all superior by rejecting you, but I kept losing that fight. Since we got into UA, nothing's worked out how I thought it would. Instead, this past year forced me to understand your strength and my weakness. Now, I don't expect this to change a thing between us, but I gotta speak my truth, Izuku. He said Izuku. I'm sorry for everything. I have waited 320 whatever chapters. Well, that's not even the last page of the chapter. We're just going to keep going. We're not going to just keep going. We're going to take a minute. You guys want to just look at Ollie? Here. Just look at the cat for a minute while I cry. Oh my god. There were so many people who said he would never apologize. People who said that, like, his actions were enough and you didn't need the words. All sorts of things like that. Oh, emotional support cat, you guys. Emotional support cat. Ooh. How you hanging in there, Oliver? Just doing a snuggle. Okay. Well. You're okay, baby. You're okay. Mom's just being emotional. I know. I'm sorry. Whew. Okay. Now we'll keep going, because apparently Bakugo has more to say and I have more crying to do. There's nothing wrong with the path you've been walking down since inheriting One for All and following All Might's lead. But now you're barely standing, and those ideals alone ain't enough to get you over the wall you're facing. We're here to step in when you can't handle it all on your own. Because to live up to those ideals and surpass All Might... Oh my god, the emotions are making my energy crash. We gotta save you, the civilians at UA, and the people on the streets, because saving people is how we win. Bakugo has spent all this energy focused on saving someone, and it was Deku the whole time. Everyone has always been way ahead of me. Deku said, I said you all couldn't keep up with me. I'm so sorry I said something so awful. And he literally passes out in the rain in Bakugo's arms. And Bakugo says, we get it. And they're all looking at him. Momo says, with that, our first challenge is cleared, but the road ahead will be perilous. Choco says, yeah. Oh my god. Oh, yes, dear. Oh, he's waking up. 13, he's up. Oh, that's great. Can you hear me, Midoriya? Yes. 13 is so freaking cute. At present, most civilians have moved into evacuation shelters across the country. The majority of holdouts are anti-hero protesters who have formed Vigilante Corps. Oh my god. Or violent pillagers, simply riding the wave of the escaped convicts. Every day, more people grow weary of the anti-hero ideology and decided to move into shelters. Meanwhile, most of the violent radicals end up forming gangs that are easy enough to track down. The mass evacuation continues amidst the violence, and personnel are assigned to deal with one effort or the other. Everyone is doing their utmost to improve the situation. As for the aid you were providing out there, other heroes in the police are now able to take on that burden. That still tells me, though, that even though it's like a good time for him to come back to UA, that like it did matter that he was out there for as long as he was, you know? And Jesus, the UA is just a fortress now. Like, oof. This is UA. The UA barrier is out in full force, and this giant wall is just the tip of the iceberg. You'll freak when you hear the deets about this system. They say we can combine with Shiketsu. Of course, I want to honor Class A's feelings about this all, but... And Deku says, no, I can't come back. Even there at the door. What's all that noise? Oh, it's a bunch of civilians. They say, don't let that boy take one step into UA. Well, he's not going to go in there when civilians are literally asking that he go away. It's Deku. They say Shigaraki was targeting some kid, and he's the one, isn't he? And Deku has a little sad face. Hey now, it's President Mike. Take a chill pill, folks. Didn't you all hear the principal's explanation? He guaranteed our safety no matter what. What, and you were convinced by that crap? We abandoned our homes and came here because we thought we'd be safe. So what's this ticking time bomb doing here? Why's it gotta be UA, huh? Let him hide someplace else. Deku just turns, just walks away. Oh, then a Chaco grabbed his hand. Hey, it's okay. Everyone gets to hold his hand but Bakugo. It's fine. Ida and them started linking this chain. Bakugo played his part too. We're not letting go of you now. We won't let you. Because when heroes need protecting, who will be there to protect them? She's so pretty and so determined. I still think she deserves better than Deku. All right, chapter 323. We're just going to keep powering through these so I can be caught up. Sir, you spoke of the UA barrier proving its worth, but at the same time, we understand Midoriya's concerns too. This is a flashback to Ida in the office. If we're to drag him back to school, we'll need convincing evidence. This concerns the safety and security of the evacuees. This is no mere appeal to sentiment. It could be said that Midoriya is now the most valuable battle asset that the heroes have. So no matter what happens next, it would be risky to give him shelter at an unprepared substandard facility. UA is equipped with our nation's most advanced technology for that very reason. We pride ourselves on being as well defended as Tartarus, even. Momo says, but sir, Shigaraki easily broke through Tartarus's defenses. Nezu says, indeed, ever since he attacked UA last year, I have put considerable thought into the threat posed by Shigaraki, which is precisely why I've added my own personal touches to the fortifications of UA's defense system. Who knew that was possible? There was much heated debate. How much money did this cost? To make a long story short, if an invasion were to begin at this very moment, no harm would come to the evacuees or students. A villain incursion would not succeed. The UA barrier is more than mere walls. UA itself can travel. I'm sorry, what? The grounds are partitioned like a game board, and each section is equipped with mechanisms that transform it into an underground emergency shelter. Then those individual shelters enter a linear maglev network that can send them along any number of routes at our discretion? What the hell? It's like we're living in a giant robot anime, for real. However, it would all be for naught if the system itself were to crumble. Therefore, we fortified the ground with about 3,000 layers of bulwark plate. Oh my gosh. This does not feel realistic. Should the system detect unusual activity, a countermeasure will activate. And the connecting pillars will unlock, rendering each plate independently mobile. This will significantly delay any oncoming attack, during which time the shelters can speed off to safety. Shiketsu was the first to fortify their security system in a similar manner in the wake of learning that an imposter had posed as a student of theirs. It is just one among several other schools with hero courses that could provide a haven should we need to flee. Shiketsu? That's a long ways away. Yeah. This upgrade seems designed to deal with decay transmitting through objects, but how could you have known at the time of the school festival how his quirk would evolve? Indeed, there was no existing evidence for such a thing. I relied on my intuition. That is why I covered the expenses myself out of pocket. Oh, they're acknowledging how expensive it was. How rich is Principal Netsu? That's got to be way more than a few hundred million yen. You got deep pockets, sir. Endeavor says the principal's major contributions to quirk morality education have made him a man of worldwide renown. That work of his continues to this very day. As he says, lack of understanding, intolerance, it seems we're always just one step away. Try as it might, humanity struggles to make true progress down its path. Issues shift and voices clash, making that single step feel like an impossible journey. In any case, I believe there's a sound argument to be made for him being here with us. Go on, tackle the matter with your full power. Don't let that kid enter UA. Back to present day. Shigaraki will come after him. UA guaranteed us we'd be safe here. Keep him out. Get lost, kid. He's so sad. He's like a little drowned stray kitten. How do you scream at a little... Oh, it's Inko. Oh, no. Oh, no. Having one for all makes him a Nomu, right? Izuku. Careful. Keep back. Oh, and Monomo's with Eri. And Koda's there with his aunt. Too scary. Go someplace else. They're all insulting him. We're supposed to just let him hide here? They don't seem convinced. Theory. Shigaraki is after a UA student. It's like YouTube propaganda. What on earth are all for one and one for all? Oh my god. 13 says some of them were more understanding earlier. But not all of their doubts could be assuaged. Let's keep calm, folks. This is a difficult argument to hear coming from school teachers. Oh, best Genist. It was I who made this proposal. Genie? It's Genist. We're only here because we trusted you. Indeed. Does his neck get longer every time we see him? I feel like I ask that every time, but it feels true every time. As the principal has explained, this is a very heavy explanation chapter for sure. UA is currently the safest place to be. Your safety is our top priority. At first, we decided to take the fight to the enemy, and we used Izuku Midoriya as bait in hopes of learning the villain's location. However, our search grid wasn't sufficiently wide enough, and the operation met with limited success. Izuku Midoriya may be the villain's target, but he's also one of our ultimate resources in battle. Allowing him to grow even more worn and frayed could lead to a fatal loss. Correct. He is your ultimate weapon right now. Class 1A, if Deku had been at full power, would not have stood a chance. And that's just canon at this point. That's not just me being a Deku fangirl. Is this the optimal course of action? No. We now rely on our backup plan. I understand why you do not willingly welcome this omen of unease. But please allow him to rest his weary body in this secure stronghold, so that when needed, he can once again join the battle in peak condition. Even the fact that this is still fucked up, though. The fact that the argument is, hey, I know you would rather throw this literal child to the wolves than let him in the secure facility because bad guys are after him. But if you let him rest and get strong, then we can throw him back to the wolves so he can fight them for you. Like, where is the argument of this is a weary child? Oh my God, let him in. What's wrong with you? Like, oh my God. You losers failed and let Japan turn into this lawless wasteland. And now you failed again. And you're out here telling us to pay the price for more of your mistakes? No way. Some heroes you are. Oh, Deku's so scared. Deku is so sad and he's so scared and I'm so mad at everyone. Let the villains take them. Lock them all out. Put Deku in the shelter and lock these assholes outside. No dice. The unease spreads until it explodes. Give us a freaking break. All we want. Oh my God, Inko is just sobbing. Guys, justice for Inko. We just want a safe place to sleep at night. Gravity? Oh my God, she's leaping. Oh my God, her parents are like, Ochako? Oh, she's going to the top of the building. I literally thought she was about to like Hulk smash these people. I was about to cheer her on so hard. Izuku Midoriya has a special power in him. Yeah, good for him. He wants a break, so what? He doesn't got to rest here. You don't get it. He left school in the first place because he didn't want to make trouble for anyone. We were the ones who brought him back here. He said, Raha. That power of his, yeah, it's really special. It's a power that exists to be all for one. That's why they're after him. That's why he had to leave this place. He left and went through who knows what out there. Take a good look at him. He looks so small now, the way he's being drawn with his eyes big again. And he's just like a dirty little kitten, just like a little beat up kitten. Oh, and you can kind of see his note to Ochako. Uraka, thank you for everything. I felt secret class 1A, guys. You can't really see it. Inko is sobbing. More than anyone, he wishes he could fix everything. You're looking at a guy who could be attacked at any second but continues to move forward anyway. So really look at him, please. No, seriously, look at him. Look at this tiny drowned kitten and tell him that he's not allowed to be here. You're okay, Ollie. Sorry. Mama's getting emotional. I know. Oh, and it's the cool fox lady. She says, it's him. He's the boy who saved me. And Ochako says, special powers are one thing, but there's no such thing as a special person. Bakugo says, we've got this whole crazy defense system to protect these people, but they're still so scared. We're here to step in when you can't handle it all alone. All the teachers. That single step feels like an impossible journey. And I believe once someone takes that unlikely step and carves a path, the ultimate hero will rise up, one who surpasses even Yagi. Yes, even All Might himself. And they're saying that like while the picture's on a Choco. Good for her. But again, it's still kind of bothering me that this argument is like, let him rest so that he can come back and fight again. Why is it not just like, let him rest because he's a human and a kid and he deserves a freaking break? Like, holy shit. Okay, we've got like 3 more chapters left. I'm going to keep going. Oh, so the cat can get some rest too at some point here. Okay, so now we have a Choco flashbacks. Tiny child of Choco. A young woman's declaration. And if she mentions her crush on Deku at any point in the next 3 chapters, I will lose my shit. I will actually throw my phone. Because this is what happens. He sets her up to do something really wonderful, and I love her. And then it turns into some weird Deku crush moment, and it just doesn't have to be. Just let her have this. I always loved seeing people happy. My parents always looked so exhausted, which was painful to see. And when I saw heroes in action for the first time, My gaze went straight to the faces in the crowd. Oh, they're looking at Deku. He's looking ragged, huh? Kind of weak and worn out. Well, don't be rude. And the fox lady stepping up. Yes, he's been fighting. He saved me out there, and he's been fighting this whole time. You want us to look at him? So what? Don't tell me. That guy's wearing an All Might shirt. Fuck you. Take that shirt off. Don't tell me that we should be covered in filth, too. And Chaco says, no, heroes are the only ones coated in that filth. So give him a moment's rest to wash away the grime. Froppy goes, wow, at Chaco. Nita says, Midoriya, right now, Uraraka is fighting. For you, of course, but for everyone else, too. She says, I always love seeing happy people fighting for a right to smile again. Well, and I love that they're addressing now that, like Deku is the one who made her think this. Deku is the one who really, like, inspired, like, this line of thinking in her, but she has taken it further. Yes, sorry, Oliver. She wants it for all of them. She wants this rest and this peace for all of the heroes. And Deku's the one who really brought her worry to light, but like she sees it in all of them. They're all tired. They're all worn down. They're all not okay. And Deku says, Uraraka. She says, if you want me to stand up here and reassure you, I'm sorry. I can't do that right now. That's because we're all gripped by that same fear and unease. We're all neighbors here, including him. And she says, seeing him in action, always desperate to save people, has given me so much to think about. When a hero is hurting, when heroes are hurting, and it shows not just Deku, but everyone. Endeavor, Hawks, Todoroki, Aizawa, President Mike. She says, where are your peepers pointing at Chaco? The heroes are that away. Oh, and she's looking at the crowd. When the heroes come through, the ones to protect them have to be. She says, please lend him your strength so we have a shot at smiling together in the future. And she's thinking of Toga's face. She says, what he needs is your help. Please find it in your hearts to let him rest and recover together with all of us. And little Inko just sobbing. What the hell? Izuku Midoriya is trying to take on all the responsibility that comes with his power, but he's still got plenty to learn himself. He's just a regular high school kid. And the asshole in the crowd is like, yeah, but... And she goes, this place is his. This is the story of how I became the greatest hero. Wait, is Chaco the greatest hero? It's a bad omen to trip and fall. This is his hero academy. Let him stay here. It's his hero academia. I wonder if Horikoshi could go back in time if he would make the English translation My Hero Academy and not hear My Hero Academia. Ooh, wow, we're really coming full circle with this manga's got to be wrapping up soon. This is too good. Everything's too good. We just haven't had a Deku Bakugo handhold. And other than that, everything is pretty much coming full circle. And ugh. And the flashback to this is, I want to know why do we have the flashback to him saying, this is the story of how I became the greatest hero? Oh, Deku just collapses. He is not well. And also, one step away. Try as it might, humanity struggles to make true progress. Oh, wait. What shoes do you want? Those. Gotta be those. The red ones. Koda buying little red sneakers like Deku's. It's Koda and the Fox Lady, the people he saved. The story of how we all became the greatest heroes. Okay, but Deku's actually the greatest hero still. I'm not accepting that. But still. Okay, 325. Koda hugging Deku is going to break me like I'm not already broken. I'm really happy. I'm just like binging these chapters and just like feeling it all and letting it happen. Even Mineta runs forward. Midoriya, what gives Ida? And Ida says this isn't our moment. Isn't that right, Uraraka? Ida understands her. Number 325, the bonds of one for all. So the fox lady and Coda ran to Deku, and Coda's saying, I'm sorry. I was too scared to run over here. I'm so sorry. Then that lady stood up and said that stuff. I had to try because I want to be like you. And he and Deku are both sobbing. He says, that's why I am here. Get it? Well, Coda made an All Might reference. You don't gotta cry anymore. You'll be okay. Deku says, Coda. And the fox lady says, you're an UA student then? And he goes, yes, miss. He just picks him up because he's just a tiny little baby. She says, several shelters turned me away because no heteromorphs were allowed. It was one rejection after the next until UA finally took me in. And she says, but well, this means I get to see you again. How lucky for me. No heteromorphs. They have teachers. Whatever. There are pro heroes that are heteromorphs. Thank you for saving me, my crybaby hero. Oh, crybaby Deku. Oh, yeah, other civilians are turning on the asshole. Good. Instead of freaking out and laying blame every which way, why don't we take a moment and hear these folks out? The boy's not asking to kick up his feet and stay here forever, right? But it should be fine if he did, because he's a child looking for shelter. You all are terrible people. But supplies and good help are hard to find out there these days. So if the boy needs a break before the world grinds him down to nothing, this place is his last best bet. That's the long and short of it, right, heroes? And Nezu says, indeed. Why not Shiketsu then, if they've got the same setup? Except they'd probably react the same way over there. To be frank, until our world went to hell, I never really realized it myself. How I was like a spectator, and heroes were performers on a stage. And you see All Might's back. Once upon a time, the unmatched All Might showed us all how to be a hero. He was the act to follow, and everybody cheered him on. But along the way, people forgot about the heart and soul that made the man. Because it's true, I've always like All Might's one of my, all this is like my second favorite character right behind Deku. Not because of like his power, but because like he's legitimately so good. He's like legitimately like such a true hero at heart, like a terrible teacher for a while there. But he's good, and I just love him. The stage is gone now. The theater's knocked down. With failure after failure, heroes can't be hoping for glory and riches at this point. So many of those folks we once called heroes have hung up their capes. Think about it. The ones who are still left, still fighting, what do you think they're fighting for? If we reject the ones still standing up for what's right, what do we even have left? How will there be any chance in hell of going back to our old lives? Sure, we're all hurting here, but let's stop and use our heads. How long can we be spectators on the sidelines? And I love the point he's making that in the beginning, the rage against heroes was so valid, but now he's like, here we are a year in. If they're still working and acting as heroes at this point, then obviously they're the good ones. Like, they're the ones that we have to count on, like the ones who are still fighting now. Like, the ones who are doing it now are clearly not the ones who are doing it for money or fame or glory or whatever. Ugh. There are rumors of a guy with multiple quirks dressed in rags. They say he's either an agent of the villains or maybe a true hero. Oh, rumors, someone with multiple quirks dressed in rags. Poor little Deku. So tell us, say you get to rest here for now. Will we get to go back to our old lives eventually? And Deku goes, everyone is in this together with me. So yes, we'll bring it all back. Oh, did you happen to hear Gravity's speech? Come in and see for yourselves. All is well, at least for the time being. Oh, Deku. In the end, all we did was cause more pain for Deku. No real progress, just a roundabout way of getting to this point. No progress? I disagree. That's Hawks. We're seeing it here. One for all of the network of power that links people's hearts. It tied All Might to Midoriya. Then Class A kept Midoriya in the game. And Aravity linked these people to Midoriya. If all of us are even a little bit capable of seeing each other as united, as one, then I see a future where heroes have time to kill. And Inko finally gets to hug Deku. Oh my god, she hasn't seen him in so long. And Ida has him by the hand. One so bright we can't help but grin. And Deku's the center of all of it, but it's all connected and I'm very emotional. Ooh. Shoto's his father. We do this together. And it flashes to Dabi's face. And Endeavor says, yeah. Principal Nezu says, this was beyond my power, but your class achieved it. Aizawa. And Aizawa says, be sure to tell my class president, job well done for me. Aizawa's such a proud dad. How's the leg faring? Oh, prosthetic leg. I won't be the next Mirko, I can tell you that. And Kurogiri, I try to speak to him every day, but no progress on that front. Oh, Aizawa has it so bad. The breakthrough you and Mike had was the inspiration. To ship some Nomu Kurogiri included, to Central Hospital in secret and begin restorative speech. A copy of his quirk was pulverized by Mirko. And if you haven't reached through to Shirakumo's spirit that day, no place on this planet would be an impenetrable stronghold any longer. It may be faint and as elusive as a cloud. There remains a wisp of hope for us. Gah! Still keeping up the strategy against Toga? Yes. We've inferred the limitations of her quirk in terms of quantity of blood ingested and transformation duration. Accordingly, we are only admitting evacuees into UA after keeping them in isolation for long enough. Then UA really is our stronghold, and it's time for payback. Yes, of course. And then you see All Might. 326. Okay, after this, I'm all caught up. Now we see All Might. All Might driving around in his Batmobile. Where are you off to now? I'm checking in on the hero-hating groups who refuse to join a shelter ectoplasm. Ugh. He's flashing back to how he let Midoriya slip away. Number 326, who are you really? All Might has Midoriya's mask, and he's looking at the statue of himself with a sign that says, I am not here. He says, you couldn't do anything for your disciple when he was hurting. You can live, you can be here. For a lot of people, that's all the push they need. At this point, you're only getting in the way, All Might. And that's All Might talking to his own statue. Oh, it's Stain. That vile blasphemy against a great hero. Okay. All Might does not even flinch. Stain is like, I'm going to cut your head off. And All Might's like, bet. Whatever. Stain says, take it back, you witless fool. And All Might's just like, oh, hero killer Stain. All Might says, you never crossed my path back when I was still on the job. Our face-to-face meeting got delayed, but I never imagined we'd meet like this. Stain says, explain yourself. Does Stain not recognize Small Might? All Might goes, sure, you missed a lot while you were locked up. You see, I am All Might, in the flesh. Not that you'd know it looking at me. Stain says, wrong, you're not All Might. And then he goes, well, can't blame you for doubting. Oh, and then he still has some muscle form left in him. Good for All Might. Cough. So, gonna kill me? Or Stain goes, no, you're not All Might, you sham. And All Might just, and so Stain keeps going, hero upon hero, holy ground. You dare to falsely claim the mantle of hero? Who are you really? Why presume to call yourself a hero? Speak. And All Might just goes, falsely claim? Fair enough. My whole life I felt spurred to action. God, I just love All Might so much. I couldn't sit back and accept it when the madness kept taking from people, when their daily lives were stolen away so senselessly. Powerless though I was, I refused to sit on the sidelines. I had to make the world a better place somehow. But I've run my course now. And this is the end result. I'd give my life in an instant to protect my disciple, but I couldn't bring myself to tell him to take time for himself. It's hard to explain, but I feel as if I'm the only one who's become more and more distant from heroes and heroism. Stain, what are you doing? What's this? From the start, I haven't felt real bloodlust from him. A warm embrace? I don't know if we're pals on that level yet. Ideal timing. Behold. They did it again? Ugh. Oh. Well, until they get the message. Someone came by to clean the All Might statue. Stain says every day she purges the blasphemy erected by the hero detractors. She likely travels from a nearby shelter and causes no small inconvenience to those in charge. Risking her life out here for nothing? Why on earth would she? Why, that woman was the last person All Might saved. It's a flashback to Camino Ward. She was the woman in the Rebel Why is Horikoshi so good at these full circle moments that you didn't even think you needed? He's truly my favorite manga author of like all time. In the worst of times, All Might would maintain that grin and devote every fiber of his being to the people. It had nothing to do with powers or quirks. The man we knew as All Might could not live his life any other way. He carved those ideals into his very soul and was lauded for it. Who are you to presume to know the first thing about All Might? No, look upon that woman. The end result, you say? His influence lives on. The flickering ember he left behind is nurtured by those select few who succumb neither to chilling rain nor howling wind until the ember grows anew into a roaring blaze. I need this as a poster on my wall immediately. All Might surrounded by all of class 1A like that. The statue, I need that right now. The people must not let that fire die out. No matter how undignified the struggle, they must stoke the flames so long as they draw breath. I'm doing my best. You too, okay? It's the woman cleaning the statue. All Might's crying. A hero can only claim that title as long as his soul burns fiercely in service of others. However, say a god has fallen, prostrate upon the earth, and his divine soul has turned feeble and mortal. All Might says, what? You saw that? All this time you've been... And Stain says, no, I don't presume to know you. But if you are a true hero, make use of this information from my time in Tartarus. Ooh. Then come for the life of Stain, the man who murdered 40 heroes. All for the sake of fixing this society. Oh, the rain's letting up. I am officially caught up on My Hero Academia. Deku is finally home. The world is starting to look at heroes again, and All Might just had a motivational pep talk from Stain. I am extremely emotional right now. This is everything I've wanted. I'm so happy with the story and where it's going and where it's leading. I cannot wait to see how Horikoshi ends the story. I still really hope that it ends with the quirkless Deku, that he goes like into retirement with All Might and they just get to like chill together and take time for themselves for the rest of their days. Like, you know, George Washington, I want to sit under my own vine and fig tree style. I just want that for them. Oh, well, this was a long one. Thank you everyone for being here for a very long, very emotional catch up. Say goodbye, Ollie. You've been such a good boy. Thank you for putting up with me streaming from my living room while I kept my cat with social or separation anxiety company. Poor thing. But I really, really appreciate you guys for being here, for watching, for everything. And I will catch you guys next time as I try and get back to my weekly My Hero streams. Make sure you're in my Discord. I keep my updates happening there and on Instagram. But take care, you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.